We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Henry Espinoza gets the ball for Washington in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he'll make it to second base now with two gone.
It's always nice to get something cooking in the first inning, even with two outs. Now your cleanup man steps to the plate and has a chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And so striding in, Bo Naylor, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Swing and he pops him up. Lewis is there and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great one left for one. Ready now, Eddie James. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So a runner at first with two away. And in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. The 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Larson will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And that into the box, Josh Young.
Now batting, the third baseman, Josh Young.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. James will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Settling in now, Eddie James. He singled his last time up.
Eddie James.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Robles waits on it. He's got it one away. Now in the box, Eddie James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So they get a couple of... Digging in once again, Eddie James. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Larson is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Digging in now, Carlos Aguilar. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. In there, a base hit.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
7-5 tonight's final. The D-backs posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Tyler McGill earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Carson Romero earns the save out of the bullpen, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks, 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 11.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Thomas Kraus, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 37 on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Up next for Arizona, Eddie James. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. Digging in, Keston Hiura.
Now batting, second baseman, Keston
James,
Hiura.
Runner at first with 2 gone. Runner goes for second. In the air to right center. Giving chase is Robles. He can't get there as it falls in. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Nice hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
the right fielder, number 16.
Coming to the plate now, Will Benson. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
The first baseman.
Striding into the box, Evan White. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Now the runner's on his way home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Diamondbacks leave them loaded. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1.
We're back now as the Nationals ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive it.
Digging in to try it again, Jack Larson.
Jack Larson.
And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Hudson Potts. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. James has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Into the box now, Eddie James. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second of the game, and the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Stepping into the box, Hudson Potts. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Where's your first now?
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. James comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Eddie James, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, when you're winning a game this late, the last thing you want to do is give the other team some hope, and that's what this error does. They have a base runner and a chance to make some noise now.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Larson has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Stepping in, Will Benson. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Will Benson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike called. Now the throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Man, that just seemed like an unnecessary steal attempt there. Down by...
Stepping up now, Eddie James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side of the plate this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitch.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they will take the lead here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. Hey, it took him an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. Arizona sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Tyler McGill wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Carson Romero records the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Nationals, 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 12 men on base.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jackson Rutledge, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Third, the left fielder.
Now at the plate, Eddie James. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. At the plate, Eddie James. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Like you can, come on.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now as this lead swells to 7-0.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Now at the plate, Eddie James. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year.
Digging in the switch hitter, Eddie James. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Let's go, big fella.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Young will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona, but they still hold a 10-0 lead. Eddie James will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, attaboy, nice rip.
Line drive, base hit to right. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Keston Hiura. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Diamondbacks lead.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a 3-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
11-3 the final score in this contest. The Arizona Diamondbacks took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Thomas Helland earned his 5th win of the year. Jackson Rutledge allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.